Welcome to the Fantasy Back Porch Hour. We are Little D.
Howdy, howdy.
Hakuna Matata brother.
Means no worries.
Damn straight.
Yeehaw.
Sleeves, the Fantasy Alchemist. I am Bear. This is Outlaw. Let's do it.
Well, in this segment, we're going to go over people who showed up for Week 2, especially guys who were non-existent in Week 1.
Yeah, and they came back and
With a vengeance.
proved that they are still your fantasy starter. Like, for instance, Dez Bryant.
Yes, Dez
Came
Bryant
back from that abysmal single-digit score.
22 yards Week 1.
Came back from that abysmal Week 1 performance and looked like the Dez Bryant that we saw in the last 8 weeks of last year.
Yep. Now, another guy that showed up this week, big sleeper pick, decided to finally show up. Of course, it's Week 2, kind of early, but
DeAndre Hopkins.
Exactly what I was going with. DeAndre Hopkins. Huge week. 7 receptions, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
As well as Tavon Austin.
He showed up too.
Tavon Austin and Darrell Richardson had a decent game.
Yes. Also, your fantasy like this week, Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Huge game. Unfortunately,
the only viable Patriot this week.
I did.
Yeah.
I said.
And he was on Bears' bench.
Yeah, the only Patriot you could have started.
Stephen Ridley.
Yes. Now, another guy that we made fun of a lot last week, who finally decided to play, James Jones.
Yes, he did.
James Jones had a huge game. Yeah,
you know what? That's right up there. Maybe even more so than the Dez Bryant comeback because James Jones had a goose egg last week.
Yes, and this week he throws up 178 yards on 11 receptions.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a huge.
That's a lot of points, especially in PPR. That is a huge difference.
And that was garbage time. Martellus Bennett.
Oh yes, Martellus
Bennett did have a good game.
Well, it's not really garbage time when you take the game-winning touchdown.
Well, yeah, but with a few seconds left still.
Yeah.
Also, C.J. Spiller.
Yeah, Spiller did. Mendenhall showed up.
Mike Wallace.
Yeah.
Mike Wallace. Yes, Mike Wallace did. Yes,
he brought it back,
especially compared to last week.
He showed that he's worth. He showed that he's worth that big contract.
And on the same team, Charles Clay.
Yep.
You pick up Charles Clay. He's listed as a running back, but he's playing tight end. You pick up Charles Clay.
Put him in your flex.
Put him in your running back.
Or that.
20 points last week.
I know.
Especially if you're the guy. Especially if you're one of the guys that has Jimmy Graham, Jordan Cameron, one of the other top tight ends.
Yeah. Another running.
Wow.
Another guy. Okay, this guy's actually a running back and listed as running back. No Sean Moreno.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
I have no idea. But
Georgia.
Yeah, he did.
SEC.
Oh,
well.
Yeah.
But he had 2 touchdowns.
I know. Again, at the beginning of the season, Ronnie Hillman listed as the #1 running back on Denver.
Moneyball fumbles.
Yep.
And here comes no Sean Moreno.
Here's the thing with Moreno, though. Is Moreno going to be the guy?
You don't know.
Is he going to stay?
Shanahan can kind of stay wherever
so
he goes.
much. Yeah.
Yeah,
They have so much.
now.
Yeah.
Shanahan sticks around as long as Monstatinitis.
Yeah. I think also James Starks.
That's another guy I was going to
Starks.
mention.
Yeah, James Starks.
Yeah. First 100-yard running back.
But you don't know because, I mean, Eddie Lacy, Al.
I still start James Starks. If James Starks is the starting running back this week, you have to start him.
I do too.
Especially with that matchup they got.
Yeah, because the Redskins defense,
yeah, you start.
How about the vastly improved total numbers from Doug Martin this week?
Yeah, he improved.
At running. At rushing.
Yeah, Doug Martin did.
144 yards.
How about...
And according to the ref, that's an average game. 144 yards is average for a running back.
I'd be happy with that.
By the way, ref, well done on changing your team name to the ref.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Dig it.
Another guy who showed up again this week, and I say again because he also showed up in Week 1, Bears fantasy man crush.
That's right.
Pierre Garçon.
Telling you, until he hurts his foot again, play him.
If he hurts his foot.
Thursday?
No. Sadly, I don't think it's an if.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happening.
And you know what? Michael Vick is showing that he's relevant again.
He is.
For now.
For now, he cannot sustain what he has been doing.
You know what? As long as he's not turning the ball over, though, he'll remain relevant until he gets injured.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, and on the same team, Riley Cooper had a touchdown this week.
I know.
He might be a viable play.
Yeah, eventually, as long as, you know what, if the offense keeps...
Do I have to mention a hurricane?
If the offense keeps playing at that speed, Riley Cooper's going to get the targets, he's going to get the yardage, especially with Jeremy Maclin being out for the season, because he's not coming back.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to have to be that #2 wide receiver. And who do they have other than Riley Cooper? Who do they have better than Riley Cooper?
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
For the #2.
Nobody.
Nah, not really.
Exactly.
I mean, Selleck put up a nice fat goose egg this week.
I know, but
exactly.
I still think...
And Riley Cooper had numbers.
I agree. Also, any defense just anybody's playing against Seattle, especially this week,
Yeah,
Jacksonville
bench 'em.
at home, play Seattle defense. And I still say whoever is playing against Oakland, play them.
Yep.
And I've already said it, but Seattle, whoever plays against Jacksonville, play them
Everyone.
every time. And
Yeah.
especially if you get that defense, get them. You
Play-
can switch defense every week. Just
If you're in a
Play
league,
matchups.
if you're in a league, you can play the special teams coach against Jacksonville. You do it.
Yeah. you do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So those are some people that showed up last week and
absolutely.
possibly could show up next week again.
And as long as
I
they
agree.
keep it going,
Keep playing them
Yeah.
until
exactly.
they show you otherwise.
Exactly.
So jump on that wagon and ride that wagon.
Stay frosty, my friends.